You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I have got your early weekly spoilers for June 16th through the 20th. Drew is unmasked and Carly triumphs. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following, reach down, click subscribe. As we always do on early edition day, we're going to start with what's coming the rest of this week to set up next week. So on Wednesday, June 11th, Nina is in an absolute rage. She is on fire, and I'm just wondering if Ric is going to tell her that Drew is playing a dangerous game with this custody case. I mean, Nina would absolutely be furious at Drew if Ric tells her how the congressman tormented her grandson, Wiley. Problem is, Willow won't believe anything but what her boyfriend says, so Drew may be unmasked, but not in the way we all want. Nina may have to sit on it because I think she knows Willow's ears can't hear anything bad about Congressman Cuckoo, you know? Speaking of, Drew tells Nina and Willow as soon as the truth came out, it was game over. He is so confident. Drew is so certain Willow's going to win this. And I believe he is talking about the truth of Michael technically cheating first, even though Willow was carrying on an emotional affair. But I also feel like Drew is being a little too cocky, but the verdict is not coming in, looks like, until Thursday. We'll find out. Michael's news shocks his parents and also Jason. So Michael says he's going to take Wiley and Amelia and leave the country. And this comes before the verdict, from what I can tell from the spoilers. And I think Michael is a little worried that he's going to lose the custody case, and he is planning to take the kids and flee. But I'm guessing they're going to talk him down, probably because he can always take the kids and flee later, you know, just in case he has to. I don't think that Sonny and Carly would necessarily be against it as a strategy. Meanwhile, Kai tells Trina he heard something he was not supposed to. And when he was over at their house, remember, he overheard Portia and Curtis talking about the Drew and Jacinda thing, and Curtis saying he wants to track down Jacinda and get her to say that Drew took the drug recreationally. So we're going to have Kai and Trina working together to figure out what they should do, what they can do, what's next. Felicia takes on a new mission, and that's the same day Curtis tells someone he wants to hire them. So I believe Curtis is going to enlist Felicia to find missing hooker Jacinda. He wants her to lie, of course, and say that Drew took the drugs himself, because all Drew has is a drug test saying it was in his system, not how it got there, no proof of that. Isaiah can obviously see that Portia's upset, and he's trying to get her to take a step back and calm down. Women love being told to calm down. I know I do. You probably do too, right? Especially if the hand gesture comes with it. Hopefully Isaiah won't do that. But Portia is definitely unhinged, and that's not when she makes good decisions. Jordan tells someone that they can trust her with a certain matter. Could be Sidwell, or it could be Anna about the Dalton thing. Martin tells Tracy she may need his services sooner than she thinks. Well, he certainly needs to get some legal work because he is broke and mad at Tracy. Thursday, June 12th, Liz is tending to a patient at the hospital, probably Sasha or new little baby Daisy, who is so adorable. Plus, Ava issues an invitation to someone, and I just wonder if Cody Bell is going to score an invite to Ava's art opening when he goes over to return her spendy sunglasses and starts the paid seduction attempt that Kristina wants him to engage in. Kristina's plans never work, but, you know, they got to do something with Cody, I guess. Molly's not going to like this, though. Meanwhile, Ric makes a confession about something, and I wonder if he is going to tell Willow what he saw Drew do. You know, Drew's not paying his bill. As far as I know, Nina is paying it, and Willow is his client, and Drew's just a rando. But maybe if Ric tells Willow, she would actually listen. I don't know. But there's shockwaves at Michael and Willow's hearing, and it looks like the verdict is going to come in on Thursday, and one parent wins sole custody. And I just feel like that Michael might actually win this. We'll see, but everything's looking good for Willow. And usually when things look good in one direction, then they go the other way. Alexis is trying not to show her panic. Looks like somebody's questioning her again. Might be Marco or Laura. Could be Marty. I'm just wondering if Laura asks him to take a look at things. Friday, June 13th, Anna has a moment to reflect on her past. And I wonder if she's thinking back to her WSB days. And I also wonder if she's thinking about the Emma and Dalton link. Emma denied that she came back to Port Charles at the same time he did for any specific reason. She said it was coincidence. Tension between Dante and Chase worsens. You know, obviously Dante still can't get past Chase keeping this big secret from him, but it's his wife's secret, right? Although, you know, I understand why Dante is salty about it. Maxie tries to keep things civil between a couple of people. The choices are endless for that. Lulu and Brooklyn, Sunny and Sidwell. Marco is taken aback by something. Does he finally find out that Natalia was arrested for DUI? And Tracy is prodding Alexis. So June 16th through the 20th, we've got the aftermath of the custody verdict. And if Michael and Killer Miller have won this verdict, oh my gosh, you know that Carly's just going to be smug in their triumph. And if Willow does lose her kids, I wonder if she will finally start seeing Drew with clear eyes. I don't know. Michael needs to tell her he never rejected her visit to Germany, but I just don't think she's going to believe it if it doesn't come out of Drew's mouth, and he's not going to tell her because he's the one who paid the clinic to keep her out. Chase is struggling to make things right with Dante, and Anna's looking into Dalton. Emma's looking into Dalton. These two are on a converging path, and that's going to cause some concerns for Emma's grandma. Alexis is desperate for a way out, and Kristina is excited about Cody making progress with Ava. Nina is going to be left reeling after the court case and things she has heard from Rick. And, you know, even if Willow wins, which I feel like is a real long shot, Nina has the greater concern of getting Drew out of her life. The upside is if Willow loses, then Nina may be able to leverage that into getting her away from Drew. But it is like a cult thing, like it was with Shiloh. That's completely accurate. And Gio and Rocco continue their brotherly bond, but I don't think Gio's going to be open to Dante or Brooklyn anytime soon. Marco can't let go of his suspicions about that bank account, and Kelly Tebow is back soon. Thank you for everybody who commented. I have a friend whose name is spelled the same way, and she pronounces it Tybod, like in the German way, and I have always thought it was that way. You guys set me straight. That's fine. Tebow. Her first scenes are airing in just a few weeks in July. Jonathan Jackson out at Lucky Spencer, but he continues his farewell tour this week as he goes around and make excuses. And if you haven't heard the issue of why he's leaving, his family, his wife and several kids, lives in Nashville. And he took the return part thinking that he could make it work, that he could go back and forth. And he just found out that, or he just decided that it wasn't working for his family. So we got to respect that. I mean, it feels like they brought him back for nothing. But I think he wanted to try, you know, he did want to come back. He said he wanted to work with everybody, and it just didn't work out. So bye-bye Lucky, but I hope John Jackson is happily reunited with his family.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.